What's up, viewer? This is your girl Mary Lee Davis, aka Mary Mac. As always, I'm on the motherfucking case. Goddamn, I'm so happy right about now. You just don't know. You understand what I'm saying? It's the same place, same library, the Woodson Library on where we at? 87 in Halston. You know that's why I was the best hustler around. Goddamn it, I ain't even have to upload my last video. You heard me? Going in the library. You know what I'm saying? I just uploaded it on the outside. It don't open up till 1 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? But something told me. See, when something tell you to do something, you need to go with that. Something told me. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. I'm gonna shout this out to my ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs. You know what time it is, girlfriend. You know you needed this library. And that's why they kicked me out 2 years ago, because, you know, they was harassing me because they know who I am and shit. But I left because, you know why? I ain't a hater. Let me walk y'all through this bullshit ass motherfucking ass video for real. We're gonna start with McDonald's. Over 6 billion served, goddammit. You understand what I'm saying? For real. Let me walk with you on this one. This is why I am who I am. For real, for real. And this is why God made me the person I am, because I give it 110%. You know, I don't sugarcoat nothing. Oh, check this out. This is the real Million Father March. They taking the kids back to school. Check it out. Let me see. I still ain't got good at this. I can't see the sun, but I think y'all got it. That's the real one. School starts, y'all, tomorrow, August 26th. I hope I got that. Oh, okay, my hand was in the way, as always. Check it out. Oh, that's why I work so hard, y'all. I don't have no kids, but, you know, they like McDonald's. And now McDonald's is messing up the recipe. You know, the garbage they serve now, I don't even eat that crap no more, for real. Real talk. Check this out. Like I said, I'm on location, 87th and Halston. Read it for yourself. Let me see. I still haven't gotten better at this. It says, dream, play, and learn beyond your imagination. That's for kids 2 to 6 years old. That's how they program them. See the cars? Look at my Cadillac, it just ain't a drop-top truck yet. It will be one day. Let's see what's playing. I got my gospel going. Oh, they got Aretha playing. They got Aretha. Because they know what time it is. See? You know, I want to shout out to, he playing Amazing Grace, too. You just got to feel these things, y'all. You just got to feel it. You understand what I'm saying? And people that know me know to tune in. For real, for real. Otherwise, they'll just miss out on history. Alright. You see that? That's cricket. I'm finna show you something, though. I'm dedicating this to my ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, for real, for real. Because you know I ain't gonna never let you down, right? It's like taking candy from a baby. That's what Michael Jackson said. He said, A, B, C. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Now my ex-girlfriend name, her middle name was Joy. Okay? Check it out. What this say? You see that? It say Joy. They sell shrimp and all kind of stuff in there. Fish. Well, here go that ABC, right? This one to the Jackson family. And we gonna win this race, baby. You see that? ABC. See how easy? But I ain't got to the good part yet. For real. This Walgreens, this motherfucker got to go. Straight up. You see that across the street? I just checked my balance, right? It was $29.42. Everybody knows that Jackie Robinson number was 42. My ex-girlfriend birthday is on the 29th. Oprah Winfrey birthday is on the 29th. So I look at all that as a sign from God. I know y'all think I think everything is a sign from God. Yep, I sure do. Look at the people. Chicago! Let me show you the front of this build, with the side of it. Gwendolyn Brooks is a famous writer. Well, she was. I'm gonna get to the good part real soon. Probably wonder what's on my mind. There's always something. Can you hear Aretha in the background though? Listen. I got my headphones on, and she's singing up a storm. Richard Wright. Now my mama name before she got married was Wright. Check it out. See? Richard Wright. But this is what I want to show you. Gwendolyn Brooks. You remember I did a video at the Bears Stadium, and I read you Gwendolyn Brooks, whatever she said. Review the video. There you go, Gwendolyn Brooks. They got her up there. You understand what I'm saying? And Arabelle Thompson. Now we finna go across the street. Cause this here, this would always bother me. For real. This bothers me for real, for real. I want you to read it for yourself. Now, I'm in the same neighborhood, I'm just crossing the street, that's all I'm doing. You heard me? Look at this. This is a Little Company of Mary. Halsted Medical Center. Now, I'm going to wait for the bus. I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to wait for the bus. And I'm going to take you to the big one. That would be my mama. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. I'm the little one. My mama's the big one on the same street, but further down. You understand what I'm saying? And that one, somebody put a sword through the heart of the big one. You understand what I'm saying? And I told the person when I seen that one some months ago, it was a white man going by. I said somebody gonna die, for real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? It's been some months, but yeah. Here go another part of the sign. This is like the busy street part of it. See, they think I don't know what the fuck I'm doing and that I can't read between the lines. But I wasn't born yesterday. And I definitely ain't dying no time soon if I can help it. So, I'm going to wait on this bus, click this video off. I just wanted y'all to know that I don't be on no motherfucking spookism type shit. I'll be giving it to you the way it's supposed to be given to you. Raw. For real. Here go, check it out. Here go a better. Y'all need to take y'all kids to school. For real. But all I ask, what about the girls? Why they don't have no time for the girls like that? Now here I am. I represent everybody, but they they discriminate the girls and the women all the time. It's like, when do we get a voice? And I'm the voice for the women and girls, but they won't give me a platform. And that's why I do the things I do with these videos. I don't sugarcoat them, for real. You understand what I'm saying? I do not sugarcoat them because I don't got time to play games. You know, with my life or my people's life, and definitely, you know, not my family life. Because I'm waiting, I like to talk to Maya Angelou. I'm like, Maya Angelou, for real. You know, you and Oprah Winfrey are related. And you know, if it wasn't for me, come on now, this generation would have forgotten about you, Maya Angelou, for real. And you know that. You know, I think you were the inspired. You inspired the white man to steal your book and make it into the Bible. That's what I think. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I think. I think Maya Angelou is really it's Michelangelo. That's what I believe. I believe that with all my heart. And I believe her and Oprah and my family was trying to run game on me and steal my legacy. I still think they're trying to do that. You understand what I'm saying? But God gave me enough sense to answer the call, just like this here poster right here. Answer the call. You understand what I'm saying? They recruiting more and more police officers in our city. They say you can sign up as young as 18. I just hope they ain't trigger happy ass niggas that's ready to shoot on sight. You understand what I'm saying? For real, I got enough problems in my life. It starts real soon. They started it already, all the way up until September the 16th. That damn September the 16th is a hot number for some reason. That's a hot number. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it's mighty ironic that Oprah Winfrey started her show in Chicago when she first got here, September the 8th, 1986. Okay? That's mighty ironic. And I met my girlfriend, the one, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, September the 9th, 1993. Okay? Now, her and my ex-friend, Dwayne Lewis, they got the same. I gotta pause this video. Look at my bus. That's how real it is. On the bus, about to get off on my stop. But I want to show you this. This is where I usually sit at on the bus. Stop smoking. For real. You heard me? That's what's wrong with people. I ain't lying. Everybody off the bus, but oh yeah, I'm on location. Oh, my face is messed up, man. That's why I work so hard, because I want my haters to know, no matter what, I'm still doing my thing. I really trouble doing shit like this. There are people who already know who the hell I am, and they want to play stupid. I gotta play stupid too. Check it out. This is why. Applebee's. Motherfucker took a bite of the apple, which was me, Mary Lee Davis, a.k.a. Mary Matt. And they want to take another bite. I'm at Evergreen Plaza. Check it out. It used to be on and popping with nothing but Negroes back in the day. And we gave these people a whole lot of money. We gave them a whole lot of money. It's shut down now. Only thing open is Planet Fitness. It's time for y'all to get in shape. I should have put old girl. She just picked up a cigarette off the ground. I should have put her in the video, but I don't represent stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'll give you a smile. All right, there you go. Stop smoking. For real. You know, the closest get the mostest. For real. So yeah, I'm at Evergreen Plaza. It's shut down now. They done took all the Negroes' money and ran. They finna open up something else. I gave these motherfuckers a lot of money back in the day. See, this is why I don't understand why I can't get no love. See, from here you can see the little monument. Let me see. I gotta learn how to do this. They go all the way in the background. But what I want to show you is the name of this the mayor here in this little area, Evergreen Plaza area. This gonna trip you out. And then when I tell you the story, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, now I understand where you're going. See, I always put the bits and pieces together. You understand what I'm saying? It's like a puzzle. That's what Tupac said. Put it together like a puzzle, will you? If pot don't get you, crack don't kill you. Check it out. What is his name? James J. Sexton. You understand what I'm saying? Sexton. Sexton. And he's the mayor. Now, what kind of name is Sexton? That's what I want to know. What kind of filth is that? No wonder when I was here when this mall was open. When this mall was open, this guy kept getting on my damn nerves. Hey, this 2400. That means I'm Jackie Robinson, they ass. Let me see. See the address? 2400. So it ain't no lie. I can't be doing all this shit by myself. Home run, motherfucker. Right up. But I remember going to this mall when it was jumping back in the 90s and shit. Man, this guy was getting on my last fucking nerve and shit, for real. You know, because I was dressing sharp, having money, switching up for women. And, you know, he was hating. So I pulled down my pants, showed him my right cheek, and told him to kiss my ass. For real. You understand what I'm saying? You ever have somebody hate so much on you, you just don't know what to do, so you pull down your pants and say, kiss my ass. So yeah, they didn't shut down the mall. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't no money left up in that motherfucker. I think the last thing I bought up out of there was a Tupac sweatshirt, all eyes on me. You understand what I'm saying? For real. But back to the story before, you know, I was telling you what I'm telling you now before I got off the bus. Yeah, my ex-girlfriend, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, she and I met on September the 9th. Okay, remember I was telling you Oprah Winfrey started her show September the 8th, 1986, right? I met LaWanda Joy Jacobs September the 9th, 1993, on the same day as my ex-best friend Dwayne Lewis' birthday. But I had actually met LaWanda 6 months prior to that, but I kept blowing her ass off, and it ended up around Oprah Winfrey's debut on the Oprah show in Chicago when she first got here. Now, how ironic is that? You know, truth be told, I ain't got time to lie. You heard me? For real, I just ain't got time to lie. That's the truth. I didn't plan it like that. It just so happened like that. You know why? Because God is not going to allow my enemies to upstage me after me blessing them and stuff. For real, for real. And that's all they trying to do. They trying to upstage me. But, you know, everything happens for a reason. Sometimes you just got to put the work in and make sure it don't happen to you. Because they will get over if you let them. I was supposed to have been dead by now. You understand what I'm saying? But I got a little fight left in me. And, you know, it is what it is. I'm putting this work in. Right now, I'm heading towards the other hospital that I was trying to get you to see, or that I told you I was going to let you see. I already showed you Little Company of Mary, and I'm going to show you the big one. You understand what I'm saying? All on the same bus route, 95th Street. Just down a little further, going west. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, somebody playing a dirty game, y'all. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. And I don't play games like this. I take this shit personally. Real talk. So I hope you are listening. The wind is picking up. You have to excuse that. My voice might be a little off. This ain't no professional video. I ain't into all that editing and, you know, trying to bring you perfection. That's not where I'm at right now. As long as you hear the story, I'm good. You heard me? I'm coming up on McDonald's again. You know, I said in my book, it's called Awarded State / Coming Out Hard. I have yet to complete that book. I'm completing it right now, doing what I'm doing, talking to a few people who are listening to my videos. This is how I'm completing that book. All that writing, I can't, you know, get with all that no more. Especially if it's an easier way to communicate. And who better than to tell you but me, face to face. Yeah, we gonna go in this McDonald's for a second. I'm gonna see if something is still here that I saw last time that would make this video even more relevant. Stay tuned. You see the big McDonald and the little McDonald? Now keep that in mind, okay? You see it, right? The big one and the little one, right? All right. Okay. I just want you to realize that your enemy has to communicate with you know, people for real. And your story could be right up under your nose. If you ain't paying attention, they could get you. I know a lot of people probably lost their lives from people playing dumbass games like this. For real. And that's crazy. Check this out. I'm trying my best to get away from people real quick. Check it out. Now my ex-girlfriend, she's a tourist. What does this car say on this wall? It says tourist. I want you to see it because I don't want no confusion. That's a Ford. You know what Ford stands for? Fix or repair daily, found on road dead. You know, back in the day, when I was younger, these teenagers, these boys, one of them was named Jerry Ford. You understand what I'm saying? Him and a couple of his little buddies decided to run a little train on me and shit. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I allowed it to a certain extent. I was about 9 years old and they was some teenagers, you know, but when you're in a compromising situation, sometimes you just let shit happen so you can throw it back in their face. And maybe somebody will catch it and benefit from it. We all been through some shit. That's why I'm dedicating this to Maya Angelou, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, Dwayne Lewis, Oprah Winfrey, but most of all, my mama, Mary Lee Davis, Mary Lee Wright, whatever you want to call yourself. Okay? For real. Still walking towards that hospital so you can see what took me by surprise. When I first saw it, I was like, wow, somebody definitely gonna die. For real. Or somebody got set me free, for real. Because I'm tired of playing these games. These games is not funny at all to me. These games is like, you know, it's the death game that Bruce Lee talked about. The game of death. Black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, real talk. I'm not with that bullshit. I don't play games like that. My intentions was never to hurt anyone. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. So whoever running this operation, they may want to think again, messing with me and my family, for real. Straight up. Yeah, so I believe Maya Angelou, she wrote a book. She used to be a writer, a dancer, and a whole lot of other things. And I believe she wrote a book, and they made her book. The white man stole her book like he stole everybody else's stuff. You understand what I'm saying? And they decided to call that the Bible. You understand? I mean, I'm just throwing things at you so you can open up your mind and decipher it for yourself. That's why when I gave up my story, Rhymes, Poems, and Metaphors, plus one song, I said, I want you to distribute this story, my book, just like the Bible. Because I knew the Bible, you know, is written by man or woman, but, you know, people use everybody's things for real, for real. And I believe it was just too good for the white man to pass up and be a deviant with it. That's what I believe. And Maya Angelou, she was in, I remember reading her book a little bit. Can't recall the name of it, but it's the one that's out now. And her mother had told her on page 99 that, you know, the white guy she was dealing with wasn't no good for her and stuff. But she was correct. She had a son at the time. He's grown now, named Guy. And, you know, she was thinking about his best interest. And I can understand that. I can understand that. You understand what I'm saying? So we tend to put up with a lot of things from our enemies or the white man or whoever to try and do better for, you know, our kids. Because back then when Maya Angelou was doing her thing, you know, it was rough. It was rough. And I believe when Oprah came around, she was kind of jealous of Oprah. And she had big plans for Oprah. But God made me. And you know what happened? I have to say Oprah and Maya Angelou from their madness. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. You know, because, you know, you can't or they both was in cahoots to try to get rid of me. Now see, this a little company of Mary Hospital. This is the big one. Straight up. I want you to see it for yourself. Damn, I can't. Okay, I gotta get it on this side. I'm in the middle of the street. See, this is the hospital, and that's the name. Let me try to get a little closer, cause I don't want you to think I'm lying. This is a lot. You see that? You see that? There you go. Little company of Mary. And that's the hospital. What I showed you before was the clinic. But this, and then check this out, East 44. Now I was on the East Coast Wagon Train program. I was the first girl teamster ever a part of the program. Why does this say East 44? And I was on the East Coast Wagon Train program. See that? E44. You feel me? This shit adds up. Then check this shit out. Hey, this is how I talk. I don't care who around. For real. You see that white man? You think I give a fuck? Hell no, this is my motherfucking life. For real. Straight up. But check this out. This the shit that's killing me right here. You know, motherfucker. You see this statue? This is the Mary right here. You see? Let me get a close up. It's got a sword in her heart. Somebody done stabbed her heart. You understand what I'm saying? I remember I was in the hospital one time and this nurse kept pressing down on my chest when I was going through some stuff at one time. Yeah. You see that? Now who would stab her in the heart like that? Only an enemy. You feel me? That's why I said I'm pouring out my heart to you, for real. But I didn't know when I stumbled up on this back in the day that it would be, and she don't got no fingers. Where her fingers at? For real. They didn't cut her fingers off. You see that? You know? Somebody don't like this lady. For real, for real. But, you know, Martin Luther King, this say Dr. Martin J. McCarthy. This, I gotta take my glasses off. Damn. Trying to get you to see. You see that? Damn, I got to get better at this. This shit get on my nerves. The fuck? And the sun in my way, and I think I got it. I don't know if I got it, but it say Dr. J. McCarthy, in memory of Dr. J. McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? They might as well say Dr. Martin Luther King as far as I'm concerned. But yeah. But there go that E42. What is Robinson number? 42. You understand what I'm saying? See, we playing baseball. Somebody want my head. For real. This Mother Mary all day with a stab. And my mama name is in the heart. You understand? My mama name is Mary. I'm Mary. But that's got a stab in the heart. You know, they ain't stabbing you in the back no more. Straight through the heart. It's called love, people. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand. You got to be careful who you love. Because they will not only break your heart, but stab you in the heart. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe they wanted my heart so bad. Because I used to go with this teacher back in the day. Her name was Eddie. Or Edie. Yep. And She didn't have no heart for real. She did not have a heart. I mean, we had sex and I was listening to her heart. It ain't funny. And I was listening to her heart. It ain't had no heart. I want to show you something else too. I have to go inside on this one. They might start tripping. But yeah, the lady, she was a teacher. She didn't have no heart, right? I think really, for real, they wanted to cut me up and give her heart, give my heart to her. That's what I think. For real. You understand what I'm saying? Everything happened for a reason. Real talk. And after we did our business, she bought me a radio, right? Somebody stole that radio like 2 weeks later. So, you know, the devil ain't never gonna give you anything for real. I like this little spin thing right here they got going on. I'm going right here. They go, check it out. I'm inside the hospital now. I got Goofy in my backpack. Check it out. That's like a little bonus. Say hey, Goofy. Everything happened for a reason. I want to show you this date right here. May 1991. My birthday, May 25th. Why they ain't got the date? Just 1991. You know what happened in 1991? Come on now, think with me, think. Rodney King. That's what happened. Rodney King got his ass whooped in 1991. I shot up a party not too long after Rodney King got his ass whooped, for real, because somebody tried to set me up. See, they ain't got my birthday. They just got May 1991. Because this is where they was gonna bring me, cut me up like surgery, and bury me in a hurry with no worries. You understand what I'm saying? But I figured that shit out. I figured it out. They don't want me to know what they doing to me, but I see it. And if they pull one motherfucking hair off my motherfucking ass before I complete this mission, straight up, God gonna get them, because God revealed to me what they was doing. I ain't just talking, I'm showing you proof. Real talk. You know? I can show you my ID all motherfucking day. But yep, that stab in the heart, man, it's my right and they can't take. They've been knowing about me a long time. Because I speak the truth. And that's why they come after me. And they listen, and they send their little informants. But I don't give a fuck about none of that, because I believe in what I'm doing. And I ain't gonna let nobody stop me. Straight up. Check it out. One more. Yeah, so that's what. And look, check this out. Here we go. Now, my mama was smoking like a chimney. Remember I showed you the no smoking sign? See, I ain't even see this part. Everything happened for a reason. I'm telling you. What that say? Cancer Center, little company mayor. See, check it out. Cancer Center, little company of mayor hospital. You see, they got to cure the cancer. I just been showed you where it's at now. So I know my mama ain't died no damn cancer. She was smoking like a chimney. You understand what I'm saying? They better have brought her here for real, and cured her. That's what they better have did. Because when this is over with, my mama still ain't alive. Somebody got to pay for this shit. For real. Straight up. Because everything happened for a reason. I did not know about that little spot right there. I ain't gonna even lie. I was too outdone the last time I came with the stabbing in the heart part that I was mad as hell when I walked off. But that part there, that tell it all. And that's the hospital. That's how big it is. You understand what I'm saying? I don't promote death. I promote life. You understand what I'm saying? But why is my face looking like it is? Sound like somebody's trying to kill me. They go to police. You see what I mean? Sound like somebody trying to kill me. For real, for real. Straight up. They go to Cadillac. They need to drop the top on this motherfucker though. They drop the top. Martin Luther King's dream would not just have been a dream. I believe in reality. I don't do dreams for real. I believe dreams are man-made to a certain degree. That's what I believe. I believe God is reality. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to, show you where I was at with that, and let you know how I felt about that. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why I work so hard, not only for me, but for my people. Oh, check this out. Ooh, now I did not see this. You finna trip out for real. It looked like they trying to tear this hospital down. What the hell is that? The demolition crew is here, y'all. You see this? I told you, they trying to get rid of everything, all the evidence. Check it out. Woo! Nigga on time, baby. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. Man, what is this? This look like a part of the hospital. A big ass part. They must have been really doing some deep demonic shit up in this motherfucker. They trying to get rid of the evidence. The demolition crew is here. Woo! God is good, boy. I tell you, you ask him some things, he'll sure reveal them to you. For real. You gonna trip out when you see this. This is the thing. I had to come back for real. The main part of the hospital is but look at this. You see the demolition crew, and you see how they tearing it down? Let me get a close up. Man, somebody on some motherfucker hurry up. What the fuck? I'm finna find out. This white man taking pictures and shit. For real. I'm asking what this was. Somebody on some drive-by. There's some black folks. Yeah, but this I think I got to go down here a little bit. We on 94th place. And see, little company of Mary. And California, ain't that a bitch? Woo! I done hit a motherfucking grand slam with this one. Straight up. Ooh, see, everything happened for now. That was a sneak attack. I ain't know about that one. I'm trying to show you what they doing to them. You see? You see it's tore up? They finna tear this sucker down. More will be revealed. Hey, what was this? What was this?
A little company in Mary Hospital.
That's what I'm saying. Why they tearing it down?
They built a new one on the other side. Did you see the building on the other side?
So they didn't tore the old one down out with
so
the old one?
they're tearing the old one down. So that's where I was born. So
you was born here?
I was.
That's my name. Really? So why? Okay. Oh hell.
It looks like the bombed out building.
This look like some war zone shit here. For real. We in Iraq, y'all. Check it out. Get on, go on, say something. Say, hey, how you doing? She said she was born here.
I was born here 64 years ago.
Say it in the camera. Where you at?
Two of my, well, I don't know.
Well, there you go.
Three of my grandchildren.
And they tearing it down.
And they're tearing it down.
Wow.
So we came to document it.
Wow. Man. This something else here. Yep. Something. Well, you heard it for yourself. She was born here. But I was born this way, baby. For real. Straight up. They said the other side is where the new one at. Interesting. Look at it. It does look like we in Iraq, y'all. We in the war zone. For real. I almost missed this. Look at that. Ooh, wee. On California, though. Can you imagine that? All my life I had to fight. You know, I was gonna go to California. I mentioned this in another video, and I decided not to. You understand what I'm saying? Something told me don't go. These Hispanics, boy, I'll be catching them. I'll be catching them, man. I'll be catching them. For real. You can't tear what's mine's down and make it yours, motherfucker. That ain't gonna work. For real. Because me and God, just like that building, we'll do that to the whole fucking world before it's over with. Straight up. Let me not make it. For real, for real. This is the North Pavilion part of the hospital. Straight up. See, everything happens for a reason. Yes, it does. And this man following me ain't no motherfucking different. You know what I'm saying? They be killing me with they. But look at it, man. That shit look fucked up, man. They had to know I was coming back, because I came before and I said somebody gonna die. For real. Next thing you know, because it wasn't like that when I came the first time. But they always know I'll be coming back. For real, for real. Straight up. There's some bullshit going on. I smell a rat, and it's a fat one at that. Straight up. They trying to kill a nigga off, y'all. Only in America. Let me show you the flag. Straight up. Let me show you the flag. Yep. These motherfuckers on a mission. But they can't work fast. They can't work as fast as me. I remember I asked the Hispanic, check it out. There go the flag. It's me and the so-called Americans. They better put a brown stripe in that motherfucker, I know that. I asked the Hispanic, right? I said, why did y'all kill Selena? You know, the movie Selena, the singer. And they said because she was moving too fast. Now, I'm going to tell you, like, for real, I don't believe Selena died, because there's a song called Guess What? That my Selena, African American, made. And back in the day, around 90, when her song first came out, I was at a party and I tried to shake her hand, and the drag queen intervened and refused me to shake her hand or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? And I always wonder about that. And then they came out with another Selena, and she was Mexican. And wouldn't you know it? You know, she came out in 1995. Was it 95? Yeah, the same year that I gave my story to the street and to Oprah Winfrey after putting it on cassette tape. Now, the cross is white. Check it out. But I'm brown. Okay? Now, I don't know what they're trying to say with this cross. And here go the new building. That's where the cross is at. That's the new building. Straight up. I wonder if my mama, for real, was born in this hospital. I really wonder that. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I wonder. For real. And they tearing it down to get rid of the legacy. Because that's what they do. They tear it down. Because they knew. They knew. I told that white man, I said, somebody's going to die when I first came. And now they tearing it down. Everything happened for a reason. Just like Jesse Owens' school, they changed the name on that, and they daughters is fighting for that. It's the same old. You know, the same old. And they dirty, man. They dirty. They playing a dirty game. You see, I guess the name gonna stay the same, but I had to show you what I had to show you. Here go a blessing. I'm gonna show you again. Let me see what this is. You know, I ain't never been this far back over here. This is the chapel, 9349. This is the chapel. You know what I'm saying? Somebody better do some praying for real, for real. And I mean for real. Come to me and I will give you rest. That's what this is what the bench say. So for all you ones that's tired out there, if you believe like I believe, that's what it says. Come to me and I will give you rest. And it's got Jesus. Everybody know him for real as Yahweh. All the real ones. See, they trying to turn this. They trying to steal my legacy. For real. Look at this snake right here, though. You see this? You see? Well, look at her foot stepping on the snake, and there go the thorn that was on Jesus' head or whatever. But you see the snake? She's stepping on. For real. All they gotta do is paint her brown, and it'll be perfect. For real. Alright. You see. Yeah, no, I don't think Selena died. They ain't gonna kill their own. What they did, they raped that story though. For real. All they could. And then they act like she died. That's why they threw a pink rose. At the end. You know, I gave my mama, when she supposed to have died in 2000, some pink flowers. Martin Luther King, when he died, they gave him some real pink flowers. Some fake pink flowers. I guess saying that he wasn't dead. But I couldn't do the same thing Martin Luther King did. Then they would have known I was on some, I was on something. You understand what I'm saying? So I had to give my mama real pink flowers. But I don't believe she died. I don't believe she died that day. March 23rd, 2000. I don't believe that one. You know what I'm saying? And whoever playing this game, they better bring her back. That's what they better do. For real. Straight up. You understand what I'm saying? Or maybe, I don't know. But I know I had to do God's will. For real. And I told her ahead of time what was to come. So it ain't like she didn't know I was on this mission. And she did what she had to do, and I did what I had to do. And as a result, I'm hoping we all can learn and grow from it. Because nobody wants to bring harm to their families, for real. Now these Charter Ones, they keep popping up everywhere. These banks are called Charter One. And there's one in Evanston that got my birthday, 5/25. For real. Somebody trying to get rid of me, y'all. Basically, I don't fit in with the scheme of things, but they need me. You know why? Because I am the chosen one. Want to get in this video? Man on the bike. Straight up. See, I don't just... Huh? Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, he said it's he gonna be on the on YouTube. Yeah. My face is messed up, man. For real. Just that's how I know they trying to kill me. For real. My face is messed up. But there ain't nothing that the hospital can't take care of. I just ain't going. Cause I might not get out this time. For real. So I got to make it. Otherwise I'ma die. For real. I believe that. Alright, here go the wood, y'all. It all started with some wood. They nailed him to the cross. Now this one, somebody look like they try to take pieces of it. Her name is, it's a Venerable Mary Potter. Talk about the potter's clay. Check it out. There she go. There she go. She got a ring. She got a ring on it, on her finger, and that's what that says. Hot as clay, baby. But check out the ring. The ring she got on her finger got Jesus wrapped around the cross. You remember we used to wear stuff like that? Let me see if I can. There you go. You see it. There it is right there. Yeah, so in 1995, I asked him, I said, where's the cross? Wasn't nobody wearing crosses no more. And that upsetted me. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? And then they raped Jesus. They started raping the church. There go the popos. Where they at? They snuck out on me. But Charter 1, check it out. Charter 1. I ain't ready to die. But I'll die if I have to. Let me see. There you go, right there. Charter 1. It's the green. For real. You cross the street because I feel like I'm being harassed. For real, for real. Here you come. Check it out. The motherfucking officer of the goddamn law for you. Always in somebody else's business when they need to do their own laundry. Yeah, I said it, so what? They do. For real. Alright, give you a better aim at that Charter 1. And it's on Francisco Avenue, 95th Street, Evergreen Plaza. Oh, yeah. That's it. I'll be seeing them a lot. Charter 1. So if I'm the one they trying to get rid of. For real, for real. Straight up. Because y'all know this world is full of shit. Yep. They tearing down that building though. That's something right there. The devil, they don't work fast enough though. I'll be on it. I catch them all the time. You'd be surprised. If I'd have had this camera when I started, for real, somebody got the evidence. Because I know I got a chip in my body. So they know everywhere I'm walking. You know, they probably can hear everything I say. But I don't care. You know why? Because I'm a thug, nigga. For real. And this is what motherfucking real gangsters do. Hey, here go the street Mozart, nigga. It all started with the music. That's what I wanted to talk about. Let me talk about this right fast. Mozart. Where's it at? Oh, man. I'm trying to get you to see the street sign. Okay, I'm trying to line it up. I can't even. Okay, that's that. I don't understand why I can't. Go up. There we go. All right, Mozart Avenue. Let's talk about the music for a minute. Anybody that knows me knows I love music. Any kind of music. Okay? Here goes a better picture of the company of America. In fact, I'm going to go across the street. I know I'll be stopping and going with my stories, but don't worry about that. I told him in 1995 I want to tell a story my way. For real, for real. And I guess God has given me a chance to do that. I appreciate it. Whose house? My house. For real. It's my house. It's my world. They just a squirrel trying to get a nut. That's it. They thought that's all I wanted until I fooled them. But let's talk about the music a little while. I'm going to chill for a second. Now, everybody know I grew up on music. My foster mother asked me at the age of 8, she was about 60 years old. She said, "Why are you writing with your right hand when you know you are a lefty?" My fault. Let me correct that. I always seem to mix that up when I tell that story. She said, "Why are you writing with your left hand when you know you are a righty?" And I said, if something happens to my right hand, I still want to be able to write. Now, I was 8 years old at the time. When I was 6, I didn't know the difference between an apple or an orange because I was deprived of knowledge growing up. And 6 years of my life have been stolen from me. I don't know why, but I believe they kind of wanted me not to grow up too fast because they must have saw how advanced I was as a child and knew that I was someone special. Okay? So I told her, if something happened to my right hand, I still want to be able to write. Come to find out, Oprah Winfrey writes with her left hand. My ex-girlfriend, she writes with her left hand. Barack Obama, he writes with his left hand. You understand what I'm saying? Is that a coincidence? No, not at all. Because all of them know who the hell I am, for real. Straight up. But I grew up on music. You know, and I test everything that I did in life to music. If it's a song, if it's something I've been through, I can tell you a song, probably what year it came out. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe not on that part. But, you know, I can tell you what song I was listening to when I was going through it, whatever I was going through. But the main song I love to death, for real, is Children Hold On To Your Dreams by Mr. Ouija. Now, you know, I take that as, don't tell these people all your dreams, because you got dream killers all day that will kill your dreams if you let them know what it is. So stop telling the people your dreams. That's why, you know, I'm not where I'm at right now, because people knew I was somebody all along and stuff ever since I was 8 years old. So yeah, that's why the music is all messed up now, because, you know, I grew up on informative music. This music now, I couldn't learn how to tie my shoe with. You understand what I'm saying? That's how messed up it is. But, you know, maybe one day we won't have to sing a note no more. I was looking at a Pat Benatar video. It was on my YouTube page. They took it down because it was too informative. She was basically blasting, you know, it was real negative, put it like that. She was like, I can't wait till I don't have to sing this song no more. Hit me with your best shot, fire away. Because in 1995, I added that to my playlist of songs that I added to a cassette tape and sent it out to Oprah Winfrey. And, you know, I put a copy of it along with my story in the garbage can as well. You understand what I'm saying? Kind of like a Martin Luther King thing. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. See, I do it all because everybody's been cheated out of their legacy and shit. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to incorporate everybody's madness into my story so we all can grow at the same time. So as you know, they having a march on Washington. They trying to say that the dream has not been fulfilled. But it has. It really has. They just don't want to acknowledge it. You understand what I'm saying? Oprah Winfrey, she's the first billionaire. I helped her to get to that pinnacle in her life. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody know who Maya Angelou is again. Now all you got to do is bring me out, and we'll be the 3 women on the cross this time instead of the 3 men. You understand what I'm saying? For real, because that's what they trying to do. They're trying to put us 3 on the cross. You understand what I'm saying? They want to make it a man's world. But over my dead body, that's what I got to say. For real, for real. You know, I don't know what's really on these people's mind, but I know what ain't gonna happen. You understand what I'm saying? For real. Not as long as I'm alive. It ain't gonna happen. And even if they kill me, I'm gonna finish it from the sky. So that's why I continue to wear my hat. You know what I'm saying? Because I had about, I don't know, I would say about 8 or 9 of these hats when I started off. But this one is black and gray. And I'm holding on to this last one because it represents me. All the rest of them, whoever got them, consider it a blessing. For real, for real. Because, I know who I am. You know who I am, and you know what I'm worth. All you got to do now is believe in the cross. I mean, for real, for real. Straight up. All you got to do is believe. So, to Maya Angelou, Oprah Winfrey, Dwayne Lewis, LaWanda Joy Jacobs, and my family, but most and foremost, my mama, Mary Lee Wright/Davis, including myself, Mary Lee Davis. We've come a long way. Do we want to continue, or do we want to end the buck right here and make that bucket list and tap out? I mean, I ain't ready to go. I still got some youth in me, for real. Now, I don't know what's really going to happen. Maya Angelou know, and Oprah Winfrey know, for real, for real. And if I don't make it, and my legacy becomes theirs, well, you know why. I ain't going to sit here and lie. I'm on my deathbed right now. I'm walking on two broken ankles that's been repaired. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. And, I have nothing to lose. I told you I got $29.42 in my bank account as of right now. For real. August 25th, the day Aaliyah supposed to have died. The year is 2013. For real. So, I thought I'd share that with you under this tree that got some leaves on it. For real. And hopefully, this tree will become a money tree before it's over with. You understand what I'm saying? Because my family, they trying to kill everybody in the family to get paid. And especially my older sister, for real. You understand what I'm saying? Or just me. Hell, for real. Either way it go, I don't need no insurance. I don't believe in that shit. I believe that's a lottery ticket, if anything, for poor black folks. And or African Americans, brown folks. And we broke as hell. For real. I'm so damn broke. They got me on the corner for real, for real. Looking at what might be my final destination with my motherfucking name on it. Ain't that something? So, alright, I guess I done said it all, done it all, done it all. You understand what I'm saying? What I need you to know, though, never bite the hand that feeds you, for real. I love Chicago. I love America. I want to tour the world of France if I can before I tap out. You understand what I'm saying? Or check out this world or whatever. I don't know what's going to happen. But what I know is I got to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me, God. For real. So if anybody believe in real truth and justice, not that old phony stuff they do at court, you understand what I'm saying? That'll set you up. Pass this video on. For real, for real. Because I'm not making these videos so a person can kill me and be like, well, this is what she said before she died, and then everybody rape me afterwards like they've been, doing since I've been alive. All they've been doing is raping me right in front of my face, you understand what I'm saying, of my legacy, tearing down everything. They go that plane. See, I'm trying to fly. You understand what I'm saying? But I knew not to get on no airplane after, I just felt it. You understand what I'm saying? I just felt it. And people have been dropping out the sky for a while now. I'm trying to fly for real, though. So with that, if I hurt anybody's feelings, hey, I ain't mean to, but look at my face. Do you even care about me? I mean, be for real. So that's why I go hard in the paint. But I gotta say thanks either way it goes. Done it all, though. I'm tired of doing it. and tired of, I gotta say this. I was in St. Louis. That's where Maya Angelou was born. And I was going through a spiritual experience. I left my white shoes down there too, some 310s. So whoever got them, they know I ain't lying. And I was in the psychiatric part of the hospital because I was confused, right, about a lot of stuff. And I go in and out with my spiritual experiences and stuff. But I remember a lot of things too. And I remember while I was on the he was transporting me to the hospital, I was laying on the gurney, a white sheet, and a white man asked me, he said, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "I'm tired of getting fucked." You understand what I'm saying? I didn't mean physically, I mean physically and literally. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I didn't know at the time that Maya Angelou, was from St. Louis. I didn't know that. You understand what I'm saying? And to go further, I can tell you this. I was on my ministration, and I had lost it a little bit, you understand what I'm saying, for real in the head, because, when I'm not familiar with a place, I get kind of intimidated, especially if the vibe is so strong, and the vibe was, Maya Angelou used to live there and stuff, you understand what I'm saying? So when God is trying to talk to me, I get this feeling, and, it's so strong, I have to deal with it the best way I can. But yeah, I was on my ministration. They wouldn't even let me use the bathroom. For real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? And the blood just ran down my leg. For real, for real. And then they took me to the hospital, and I was all bloody. So I guess that's what you call a Bloody Mary and shit. I had to throw that in and shit. For all I know it's nasty, but I ain't appreciate it either. So Maya Angelou, I'm just asking you, please stop shitting on me. For real, for real. And let's end this on a positive note, because you're older now and you know better, and you're definitely getting closer to your maker. For real, for real. And with that, I gotta upload this video. I'll holla. Touchdown. Alright, I'm at the bus stop on Ashland, 95th and Ashland. Waiting on the bus as always, because the nigga ain't got no car. Hey, y'all check out some of these, I ain't trying to block nobody's money, but I gotta say this. You see them hairs? All that hair and weave. You see that? Women gotta get away from all that. We gotta go back to growing our own natural hair and stop making other people rich. For real, for real. This ain't us. This ain't nothing natural right here. It looks nice, but it's not us. Y'all need to become more like Beyonce. Beyonce did the right thing. She cut her weave out. For real. And I commend her for that, because, we have made a lot of people rich off this weave. And what do we get out the deal? Besides more oppression. You understand what I'm saying? For real. This shit costs a lot of money. Y'all saw the documentary Chris Rock did. They spent a lot of money on that shit. And some of them don't even feed their kids. You understand what I'm saying? Real talk. Straight up. I got a hater with all that loud music, but you understand where I'm coming from. If Oprah Winfrey could cut her weave, you'd be surprised how many women would cut their weave if Oprah do it. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. Beyonce, big up. And I heard y'all trying to rebuild the Regal Theater in Chicago. Man, that would be love all motherfucking day. Straight up, because that place means a lot to me. You understand what I'm saying? So at the same time, I'm giving this address some love, but I'm letting them know at the same time I don't approve of all this weed. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe if they go back to press and curl, we'll be all right again. Because all them weeds got other people's DNA in it. And that shit go all up in your scalp. Next thing you know, you thinking like another motherfucker and shit. For real. We got to be better than that. We got to be way better than that. For real. So let's step that game up. I had to say that. When I click back on, I made a mistake in the other video too. I said I was on 87 in Ashland at the library, but I was actually on 90. I mean, my fault. I said I was on 87 in Halsted, but I was actually on 95th in Halsted. You know what I'm saying? I'm so used to being on 87 that I was thinking about 87 at the time when I said what I said. So yeah, I'm finna step this video off and go someplace else, and I'm gonna wrap it up for real, and you're gonna know how it all began. It started with the wood, baby, $1,500 worth. I'm gonna take you there for real, and you're gonna see it for yourself. You know, at least the outside of it, because I'm pretty sure it's closed right now, and it's called the flea market. For real, straight up, tax free, baby, all motherfucking day is what I told you. All right, gotta go. Going on YouTube. We're going down to history, y'all. That's all you need to know. You know what I'm saying? You proud to be the color you are? Yes, I am. That's what's up. That's right. Like I get along with niggas too. I don't know what I know, but I know what I know. I'm on the bus for real. Straight up. Y'all this motherfucker. Beep beep. If we get along with the Mexicans, maybe we have peace on the set again. You heard me? That's what Tupac said. You agree? Coquito? They don't agree yet. They will. They will. Look at the bus driver. Say something. Black man working hard. That's what we need. African Americans working. I don't want to be a slave all my life. For real. You want to get in this video? You looking beautiful. Go ahead and say something. Hey, deuces. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We coming up. Peace, love, and soul. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Alright, here we go. My name is very popular. Check it out. See? Mary E. You can read it for yourself. Check it out, though. I want to show you something. For real. It's this wall I'm finna come up on. A lot of game bangers on this wall right here coming up. But check this out. Don't shoot. I want to grow up. Where's it at? There you go, right there. Don't shoot. I want to grow up. I ain't grown up yet. I'm just in a big ass body. You know, I'm gonna keep it real always though with you though, for real. Because that's how I get down. Yo, ghetto street reporter, Mary Lee Davis, aka Mary Matt. But this wall right here, this wall is for real. Think, life, stop gang banging. I wish I could get a good view. I'm gonna try to. Here you go, see? Think, life, stop gang banging. And then there go all the loved ones in memory of our loved ones, victims, murder. That's what it says. A whole bunch of people on this wall. See for yourself? That's what it says. Victims of murder. You know, I was just walking one day and I came across this. I said, I got to show people why Chicago got to get our stuff together, for real, because this don't make no sense. We supposed to be more than a name upon the wall, for real. So like Tupac said, and this is the Social Security Administration office right behind me. Unfortunate, you understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, they need to stop paying me crazy checks and go and give my people and our reparations and stuff, for real. Straight up. 4631. That's the address. Where is that? Where is that? Let me get a close up on that. See, here goes Social Security online services. We tired of crazy checks. Yeah. Uh-oh. I got lost in the sauce for a second. Hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I'm back now. I told you it's ghetto fabulous, for real. I'm learning that. This is what you call on-the-job training. For real. Right up. Social Security Administration. I've been playing with these people since 1995. I'm tired of playing. For real. Now you cut my check off, or you could give my people reparations. Either way, they know I'm for real. They know who real and who ain't. Okay? Now here go a bigger view of that got some African Americans walking through. Always good to get them in the video. You know? Let me know I ain't alone. But yeah, one more shot at that. Gang banging. They don't care if you gang banging or not, y'all, for real. When you gone, you gone. Don't make a difference what color you was. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna put you in black. For real. Had me somebody sneaking. I caught her though. I caught her. I always catch her. For real. She was in the car on the side of the building listening every time. They love them some Mary Lee Davis, aka Mary Mack. You know why? Because I started it for real, for real. Just got to get to the place so I can show you what I mean. But as we go along the way, I'll give you a little tour of the street I'm on. Oh, man. And that's Ashton, man. Tell you a little story. When I came back from Franklin, Pennsylvania, I needed money. And as a result, I ended up selling general merchandise, thanks to Donna Evans showing me the ropes on how to go to wholesale houses in Chicago. And I think I started off with some socks or something like that, and I grew from there. But it was $40 I started off with. It was my last little $40 from a general assistance check. All my old timers, y'all know about that, along with super transfers. Yeah, that's how far I go back. So, yeah, the neighborhood is changing because I'm in a Hispanic neighborhood now. For real, for real. So you might hear some Hispanics talking in the background, walking down the street. So don't be surprised. Negroes, all you got to do is start learning a little Spanish. For real, for real. That's what's up. We're going to have to converse with these people before it's over with. So some of them look like us. You might don't want to admit it. But say something in Spanish.
I don't know nothing in Spanish.
Eli.
I'm not Spanish.
What are you?
I'm black, like you.
African American?
Like you.
Why your hair so smooth like that?
I don't know.
You part Indian?
I don't know.
He don't want to tell the truth. We're going to get somebody who want to tell the truth on a Sunday. Look at mine. He know. I'm hanging in there, baby. Hanging in there. Straight up. You know, people shy this camera and stuff, for real. You know, this camera can get you in trouble because, you know, we can hold you accountable, for real. That's why I decided to get on this mug, for real. And you can just say, hey, I thought you said you didn't do drugs. And I'll be like, I don't, for real. And you can always say you're right, because it's on camera. For real. And I don't want you to hold me to everything. I'm only human. And that's what's wrong with people nowadays. They try to put more on a person than they can bear. It's too much pressure. For real, for real. That's why I had to delegate my job. You know what I'm saying? With nothing but the best. Barry Gordy, I'm coming down your street. This is what I wanted to talk about in the last part of the video when I was talking about Mozart and the music. Barry Gordy. Now you know, I know. You know me, for real. Because I'm on the same, where I'm living at now, the street right down from you, where I stay, is named Hazel. So you know, you and I, we gotta meet before it's over with. We're gonna have to meet. I want you to see this. I want you to see this for real. This is what I want you to see, because this whole video, it coincides. I don't want y'all to get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? I got a big heart, but at the same time, if you shit on me, it's another story. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my last, that Y in. Can you see it? Let's go this way. Yep, that's Mary for you all day. I got the big heart. See if I can get it from this side. No, I think I can. There we go. Immaculate Heart of Mary. That's what it says. And thanks to my big heart, there should be no problem for my government to pay their ex-slaves reparations. For real. That's the truth. You know, if one person such as myself can put in this much work for everybody to benefit, you understand what I'm saying? Then, you know, I think they can take a pen and pick it up and write us that free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. Check. For real. Straight up. So, you know, after this video, I think for real, because this is where it started for me and stuff. After I started flipping that 40 and making it more and more, I decided to move in a flea market. It's called Swap-A-Rama. You understand what I'm saying? And at the time, I know they thought they was getting over on me. You understand what I'm saying? But everything happens for a reason. I knew the Hispanics was coming after me. I knew it. I could just feel it. And that's why I let one of their kids at the time back in, it had to be like, I want to say 89, something like that. Somebody knows. Somebody keeping a record. And I let one of their little Hispanic kids in the booth that I had made along with Dwayne Lewis' brother Andre. You understand what I'm saying? We built that sucker like professionals, for real. When it was over with, it was beautiful, I'm here to tell you. It was beautiful. I'm not gonna do something and not put my heart and soul into it. For real, for real. And I let one of the Hispanic kids in, and they may have had bad intentions at the time, but in the end, we gotta work this out together. Otherwise, it's gonna be a big mess. And I don't want to see nobody end up in some shit. So Danielle Malaguti, I told you I love you, and I always knew it was gonna come down to me and you. I just felt it. That's why I told that redhead girl, Denise, when we was at Vision Quest, that's why I did that. Because I always think ahead. I don't know where I get that from, but that's part of my gift. And I ain't mad. You heard me? So you can save your race, and I can save my race. For real, for real. But if we don't come together on this, you know, we both lose. That's what I say. You know, there ain't no me without you, and ain't no you without me. And ain't no big eyes and little you in this one. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you call teamwork. For real, for real. You know, I'm just doing my part right now. I knew it was going to be hard. And I knew I needed y'all to motivate me. But I ain't need all that grass up my nose and shit. For real. My face breaking out and all that crap. I could do without all that. For real. But it does motivate a person. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, I didn't do that to you. For real. I never laid hand on you. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm almost here where I'm trying to get you to see. When I first moved in this flea market, it was all African Americans. But God laid it on my heart to find out through experience what was wrong with my people, why they kept falling off from drugs. And I realized that we have been set up. But if we don't get out of this is what's going to happen. Read this sign. You understand what I'm saying? For real, for real. Straight up. It's going to be a fire. And we ain't going to set it this time. God is going to, God going to handle that business. Now, I want to talk about why is there so many fires in California burning for 3 and 4 days? That's what I want to know. So you hear the music, right? They want to be in the video, so we're gonna let them in. We're gonna let them in, you know, cause they're here now. They don't look like they're going nowhere, but they can't run over me and expect to win. I don't know what the hell they saying. If anybody know this translation, put it in English in the comments. Let me know. I don't endorse everything, especially if it's negative. That's why we gotta learn Spanish. For real. I read faces though. I do that. You know what I'm saying? Alright. Yeah, so, you know, I don't know where I was, but I'm going to pick it up from here. Swaparama Flea Market. I'm going to get in the street on this one so you can see it. Woo. I got to go down a little further. Yeah. So, yeah, it was all African Americans at first. But then God laid it on my heart to find out what was going on with my people, why they was drugging out so much. And I had to let the Spanish take over. And I know it took longer than people anticipated for me to come back. But I knew we was being hoodwinked, bamboozled, and laid astray. For real, for real. Check it out. But I just want to tell everybody that's in my business. Let me show you what I want you to know. For real, for real. Let me see if I get a shot of this. This is Tyson Chicken. The Tyson Chicken is right across from the Swaparama Flea Market on 41st and Ashland. I'm trying to get. I think you can see the truck. I hope you saw it. Otherwise, I'm going to go this way anyway and get a better view. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be right there with you on this one because everybody be like, oh, you ain't putting in no work. But they know I'm putting in work. It just be them jealous people saying that. You understand what I'm saying? Nah, Mike Tyson, this is for you, baby. Don't worry, you ain't got to knock him out. I got it. For real, I got this. It says, have you had your Tyson today? I mean, your knockout. I got my knockout right here. You know what I'm saying? I made a poem, and I put Tyson in it. I said, now they know goddamn well he didn't rape that girl. But who's to say? But to me, a man worth millions knows crime doesn't pay. So I believe you, Tyson. If you say you ain't raped that girl, I believe you. Because look what they doing to me. And I know I ain't no troublemaker for real, for real. It's the fact that you kept on winning. And they wanted to break you. Break your spirit. That's all that was. And they used women like they try to do me. But because I'm a woman, man, that shit look good as hell. I ain't gonna lie. For a motherfucker who ain't got no food in their refrigerator. And I feel like eating that damn thing. Look, check this out. When I'm cooking, keep your hands about my pot. For all you haters. For real, for real. There's a culinary arts distribution center back there. That's what that is. That's the closest I can get on that. I'm finna show you Swaparama right fast. You know, the Mexicans think they done took over so much. They done threw their flag up and everything. So I'm gonna take you to a part that you need to see for real, because I took that as a direct hit. And another time, I remember I came in about 4 or 5 months ago just to look around, and they tried to cheat me out of $2, but something told me, you know, it started raining. It wasn't raining at first, and then all of a sudden it started raining, and something told me to look at my money. I said, no, y'all didn't try to cheat me out of my $2 after everything I done did. You know what I'm saying? To help you people, for real, for real. All because of Danielle Malaguti and my promise to her. I told her, I said I love her. You know what I'm saying? I guess she didn't love me as much. But when you young and dumb, so they thought. You feel me? Now they gotta show some respect. Because Danielle know I ain't lying. But yeah, it started raining all of a sudden. I checked my money. I was like, y'all try to cheat me again. Here you go. Culinary Foods Incorporated. Yeah, so when I'm cooking, keep your hands out my motherfucking pot. Straight up. Can't get a good view of this. This camcorder ain't about shit. But it does. I mean, it's a webcam. But it does what it needs to do. You just got to get closer sometimes. You understand what I'm saying? Now see, I'm going to show you how they done got arrogant on me. After everything African Americans have done for them, they throwing up their flag and everything. You understand what I'm saying? Like it's a takeover. I'm going to put it on. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna show you first, and I'm glad it ain't shut down yet. All right, here go that Culinary Foods Incorporated. Let me see if I can get a better shot now. I ain't gonna get nowhere right here. It's about 90 degrees out here for all you haters who say I don't put no work in. This how real hustlers get down. Rain, shine, sleet, or snow. I think I got it. If not, let's try one more time. The sun is in my way. Everything is in these trees. Is that it? No, that's the windows. No, you ain't gonna be able to see the sign. But here go McDonald's. Seems like wherever I'm at, there's a damn McDonald's. Over 6 billion served. Hey Frank, check this out. This is for you. This for the family. I hope we ain't gonna be sitting on this bench talking about we made it and shit. If y'all want to be homeless, I ain't got no problem with that. But just know one thing. I'm gonna be a bitch, goddammit. For real. I'm gonna be the worst homeless motherfucker they done met. I'm gonna give them hell all the way from the cradle to the grave. This is what I want to show you. Swap or ramble. When motherfuckers say swap anything, motherfucker, that means it's a takeover. Where is this? There you go, right there. I got to get closer. No zoom on this motherfucker. For real. Alright, here we go. Yeah, they flying they flags all over this motherfucker. When I show you this next thing, you ain't gonna think the shit funny, and they ain't either. There we go. Swap around. Yep, flea market. This is where it started for me. It was the best booth in the place. On my mama. And I let one of these little Hispanic kids up in my booth. Some people said it was an art. They said, you look like you done built the art. I didn't think I was. But I guess now, looking back, I did. There you go, swap-a-rama. And there go the hours. If you want to, get in, niggas don't get in. Stop being a consumer all the time and be a businesswoman or a man. You heard me? Because they done took over, I'm telling you. And they did what they were supposed to do. You know? For real, for real. Yeah. So you see they flags flying? Let's see. I'm going to get closer. That's all I got to do, get closer. For real. He mean mugging me. It's going to be okay, baby. Let's get mean mugging me. They know what side they bread is butter on. They know who put them on the map for real, for real. And they just gonna have to learn to deal with it. Otherwise, easy come, easy go. Alright. Now, here we go. See? This was supposed to be niggas. I set the groundwork for you motherfuckers, but you was hating so much on me that the Mexicans flying their flag now. You understand what I'm saying? If you would have followed me, motherfucker, you'd have been flying the African American flag as well. But the red, white, and blue was cool. But ain't no niggas in this motherfucker for real. I'm not even finna pay the $2 to get in and shit. For the simple fact they try to cheat me out the last two. You heard me? For real. And I'm keeping it real. I will give you a motherfucking bird's eye view though. You see? You see? They stick together. This is called a family business. You heard me? This is a family business. This is how niggas or Negroes or African Americans is supposed to act. Don't get on camera. For real, for real. This is what you call family right here. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? This is why I like the Mexicans. For real. Straight up. Because they stick together. You see them? They buy, sell, and swap. You understand what I'm saying? But I love African Americans. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I'm doing this shit. For real, for real. Straight up. Nah, man. I'm trying to upload some shit. Yep. I started these motherfuckers off. When I got here, it wasn't no Holly, no Spanish and shit. For real. But because my own color shitted on me, they decided to take over. And they already knew how I got down before I even came to Chicago. For real, for real. They knew I was a winner. And they knew whatever I did, they were supposed to do. So you motherfucking African Americans keep playing. I'll marry a Hispanic man or woman and change my name to Hernandez or Rodriguez. For real. Straight up. You understand what I'm saying? For real. You gotta put in work. Straight up. But what I'm gonna show you next, I ain't don't think too damn funny. For real, for real. But yeah, I had this motherfucker on lock and shit straight up. And still got the pictures to prove it. Y'all just keep looking at some of these damn videos. You'll see what I'm talking about. Nigga like me I don't fucking half step when it comes to real shit. For real. All of them ain't bad. But they have taken over and they will kill our ass off. For real. If we don't stand up. And can you blame them? Hell no. But me, they even give me a little respect. They know. They know. They already know what time it is. But this is what I don't like. They done changed the whole wall around. This is shit I don't like right here. Because my face is supposed to be up here some damn where. Straight up as far as I'm concerned. Straight up. You see? They got the crown. It's like taking candy from a baby. Look. And here go the crown. That's a candy stripe. And here go the fucking crown. See, that motherfucker got to get on my head before it's over with. We gonna have to share that motherfucking crown. Straight up. I don't care how crazy they look at me. I'm for real. Straight up. Look at the walls. They done took over. The same place that I built up and helped one of their own. You understand what I'm saying? They copied my style like they always do. And then they put their flag up to let them know we in this motherfucker and we ain't leaving. And you see this? That's the heart right there. Remember I showed you the heart over there at the other place? There it go again. And what do it got in it? It got an arrow in it. It's the same shit. It's a takeover. For real. But I'm here to stand on my shit. For real. So this is the kind of work you put in. For real, for real. I ain't just here talking about some shit. I'm showing you what's happening. So, you know, if I don't make it, you motherfuckers know why. That's an arrow with a heart in it. You remember at Little Company of Mary, the hospital? What did she have in her heart? It was a sword, right? I'm trying to tell you. This is how they get down. What street it was on? California. I take this shit personal like a motherfucker. Real talk. And here go the skeleton. For real, for real. To let you know they trying to kill a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? These are the same motherfuckers that did my face like this. You heard me? You know why? Because I was competition and the best at it in my race. But the bell is ringing, baby. I'm sounding an alarm. I don't give a fuck if they listen or not. I'm standing on mine. You heard me? I'm ringing the motherfucking bell, niggas. You want the ladder? It's called Jacob's Ladder all motherfucking day. Pay attention. They better read their fucking Bible on this one. Cause I'm giving it to you ghetto families. There go the ladder. For real. Jacob's Ladder all motherfucking day. Straight up. And there go that pink rose. Remember that pink rose? There you go. There go the pink rose. For real. You know what I'm saying? So, Am I mad that they got theirs? Hell no. We had our time. They were supposed to do exactly what they doing, for real. I take my hat off to them, but at the same time, don't fucking shit on me and say it's raining. For real. So that's what I wanted to show you. For real, for real. And, you know, we can do the same thing. That's why I say copy the Mexicans, because they know what they doing. For real. You don't listen to me, listen to them. Hell. Hey, you got a sister I can marry, man? I'm tired of my race, man. I'm trying to cross over. Right up. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be, baby. They know who I am, Mary Davis, a.k.a. Mary Mac. They know. I don't play. When they see this shit happen, they like, this bitch on her motherfucking job, because we remember. You understand what I'm saying? The word has gotten around. But yeah, it's just like taking, that's a candy stripe right there. You see them red and white? That's candy stripe. They saying, just like candy. We fucking them just like candy. You understand what I'm saying? Like taking candy from a baby. That's how I read it. Now, what you got to say, viewer? All you haters always talking about this, that, and another, but ain't putting no work in. It's 90 degrees out here. This is Team Maya. You see my name, Lee. So niggas know I'm in the dirt for real. When I use the name Lee, that means I'm on my motherfucking money, motherfucker. And I always comes up. For real. Straight up. So with that, I got the boogie on down. That's all I really wanted to show you, I think. Show you this. There go the fish. Let me put this fish in. The fish is going down. See the fish? Remember I showed you that fish at the Shed Aquarium the last time? This one is going down though. You see how the fish is pointed? It's pointed down. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They want us to go down, ladies. You know what I'm saying? Or me. Either way it goes, I am you, you are me. But I got to get this here. I got to get this crown, man. I got to have it. I got to have this motherfucker, for real. Put it on my motherfucking head when you bury me with that drop-top Cadillac truck. You understand what I'm saying? You can't tell me you beat me at my game. No, nigga. I put the pieces together. And you know I did. And if I don't get you walking, nigga, when I die, I'll come back flying. And that's for real. That is for real. You just got to know it for yourself. You got to feel it in your heart. So Mayor Daley, George Bush, I know you helped them come over here, try to stop a nigga. But niggas gonna rise up on this one. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't got no choice. We got you. Shit or get off the pot. For real. And this is the time to shit and get off the fucking pot. Don't worry, I'll bring the tissue for your ass. The man on some drive by, he got some cologne. Don't do that. Nope. Nope. This computer worth a lot of money. I spent $400 to shit on my enemy. Think about it. 400 years of slavery. You heard me? Small price to pay for so much agony. You understand what I'm saying? But right now, as it's saying, I got $29 and 42 cents in my bank account. Chase bank account. So they can either keep on chasing me, you know what I'm saying? Or they can start paying me and my people, because I'm the best. I tell you, I'm the best because I am. So African Americans, be proud of your girl. You understand what I'm saying? I done put the work in. All you got to do is stand the fuck up. I mean, really. Swap, old grammar. Come on, man. That's like English to me all motherfucking day. But it will be Spanish if you keep playing with these motherfuckers. For real. But even then, I'm going to be on another page. And I'm just going to be like, you know what? I can't keep fighting for my race. If they don't want to stand, I'm going to have to do something else. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't like being poked. You heard me? I don't get down like that. I like nice things and shit like that. But I'm trying to hold on. And I'm gonna give it so many more months. And then this new year coming in, that's a wrap. I ain't finna fuck around no more. I ain't got time. You know, I got a life to live. You heard me? And I ain't got no kids. So I'm doing this for all the people in the African American race that have kids. You heard me? For real. Now think about it. And with that, I gotta go, man. For real. It's hot as hell out here. Straight up. One love. Haters, suck a dick and die.